I like the way that's going to work.
And
welcome. What? Go ahead. Well, you were going to say something. Let me do the intro, and then you can say your thing. Welcome to Slurp Toast, a podcast. This is episode 105, previously scheduled for last week before I came down with kidney stone, which I'm still traveling with. But, it's further south now, and I can move, so that was nice.
Lots of water. Lots of water.
Just trying to flood the zone, man. Just trying to flood the zone.
Quite literally. Yes.
So you were saying, well, let's do the other thing first to get that started. So we're going to do something different today. You've got a two-parter. You've got a early what's on your desk, which I'm going to let you go ahead and do now, and then we can explain the rest of it. So go for it.
So what's on the desk?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, we got music. There we go.
There, I'm slacking. There's your intro.
Okay. All right. So what's on my desk? Well, big Moon Knight fan, and he's one of the playable characters in the Rivals video game.
Right.
And they've really kind of redesigned the suit and made it more like armor, and yet didn't screw it up like the last time they made Moon Knight's suit out of armor.
It doesn't have a gold filigree like the ballroom?
No. Okay, so yeah, there's the Disco Moon Knight, which, and I gotta say, I like this Marvel Legends figure, but if you're going to give him the belt and you're going to give him the little armbands, that should have been an Ankh. It should have been a gold Ankh.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Now it's out of reach to put back. Hang on.
All right.
So anyway, that was a terrible suit. I don't know what they were thinking. I can't imagine.
They were doing lots of coke.
Yeah, that's right. Because Spider-Man had a suit made out of mirrors, and Daredevil had his made out of razor blades, and
everybody got an imaging.
None of it stuck.
Yep.
Moon Knight, they gave him the suit of cybernetic nano armor, whatever that could.
I think I missed that one.
No, it just when you see the sketch, you're like, what the fuck is that? And then you read on it, you're like, God, I hate the 80s. I mean, just on the one hand, you got like Jim Lee. On the other hand, you got Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee. Somebody had posted unpopular opinion, but I don't think Jim Lee's that special.
He's not.
I was like, damn, balls. And another comic book artist actually replied and said, that's what happens when somebody is competent and gets comfortable, and they never move beyond that one level. And he goes, you can always rely on them. They always deliver the goods, but they stop growing. And I do feel that sums up, because his early work was very dynamic, and now it's a lot of lines, but the poses are almost always the same.
Yep. It's very
the expressions are always the same. It's very beautifully drawn,
They're always staring off into the vacant distance.
With those little tiny,
careful.
You know what I'm saying? He's got
I just want to make sure you didn't walk too far down that road.
They got those weird square eyes is really kind of what it is. Little tiny noses too. It's like they've all been Michael Jackson. They've all got that skinny little nose, and then all the hollowed line cheeks.
Everybody turn on Ozempic.
Yes, before Ozempic, they were on Ozempic.
I said Ozempic.
Ozempic. Oh well, they look thin and good, and they were all maxing way back in the 80s, and long before this asshole beats his face with a hammer.
We've wandered into the wasteland, my friend. So cybernetic.
So where do we go? So anyway, Marvel Legends is going to do a figure in the fall, Figures of the Fall, or Legends of the Fall. It's really what it should be called.
It really should be.
It should be.
It's a
But
missed
until
opportunity.
then,
And you can do a
yeah.
Brad Pitt chase.
One of his personalities.
Well,
Isaac,
he was in
Oscar Isaac.
Deadpool 2, wasn't he?
Briefly, yes.
It's an empty box. It
Yeah.
comes with a John Cena figure too. Go ahead.
Anyway, but until that comes out, there is this figure by, and somebody has said, it's like, I have a great vocabulary, but I've never heard the words out loud, so I spell them wrong. So,
Blockies, right?
Blockies, or I think it's
Or
Blockies.
Blokies.
Exactly. I don't know which.
Is it a British company? Because then I'd go with Blokies, but
Oh, no, not at all British. It's very, very, very Chinese.
okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so what these are like the Gundam kits or Gundam kits, Gundam style.
Gundam.
Gundam. Anyway, so they're like those. You have an exoskeleton, very precise, precision molded pieces. Everything snaps together. You don't need glue. You don't need paint. Although I'm pretty sure somebody will go back and like do the lines with the little line paint and
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I bought one of the figures. The figure is actually not badly priced. It's like $19. I bought
Wow.
it from the Bloki site.
Okay.
It's either 19 or 24. Shipping was like $15. So
Wow.
the most of the price of this figure is the shipping, and that was standard. That wasn't rushed. That wasn't like, I gotta have it tomorrow. I'll pay you
Damn.
$20. It was like, no, I'm going through cheapo USPS. And
Wow.
anyway.
So
I got
you've
the
got
figure.
Moon Knight, and if I understand this correctly, you're about to do an unbox.
Unbox. Yes.
Unbox.
We're going to do two things. Well, I don't know what we're going to. It's one thing, really. We'll see how well I
Two
can
parts
pay
of a
attention.
plan.
Two parts of a plan is that we are going to unbox
Unbox.
the figure. Unbox.
All right.
And it is very much, if anybody out there has built the Gundam kits, it's pretty much that. All the parts are on the spruels. If you've ever built model
Or on the what
kits,
now?
Spruels.
Is that an actual thing?
ULES. Yeah, it's a real word.
Okay.
Spruels. Anyway, it is
Not only entertaining, but also educational, kids.
104 pieces.
All right.
So anyway, comes in a nice glossy box. Big deal. All the parts are here, bagged, tagged, numbered, the whole 9 yards. My favorite part is the instructions with no words. It's all pictograms, which for an Egyptian-based kind of hero does kind
I was
of fit.
about to say the way the Egyptians planned it. It's literally about to make an Egyptian joke myself. Now I have a question for you. Well, go ahead and finish explaining your plan.
So anyway, the plan is we got this, and I said, you know what? I'm going to get one. It's a badass looking figure, and let's build it while we kibitz. Hey,
Okay.
does that work? I might actually have light for this.
Oh my goodness. So we're going to attempt something we've never attempted before. It's going to be what's on your desk before and after as we chit chat and make our way through whatever has mutilated the membranes of our minds over the last few weeks. And then Steve's going to put this together. And the plan is at the end of the show,
I'm not giving it away.
What?
I'm not giving it away.
No, it's just not a giveaway. It's just he's going to present us with a completed blocky,
blocky, blicky, blocky.
Blickety blackety.
It's a Key and Peele sketch now.
Oh, wait, hold on. Did I say blickety blackety?
Blickety blackety.
Thank you. I do have gunfire on the board.
Oh, shit.
So while Steve is plugging things in, I'm just going to go ahead
plug things in.
This is going to be where I'm going to do the shameless plug for my radio show while you're doing that. So this is my shameless plug for my weekly blues radio show on KWVH in Wimberley, Texas. You can stream it live on kwvh.org. You can download the KWVH app and listen to it there, which is what I do, and Bluetooth it through my stereo, which is kind of cool. Connor actually did it so I can Bluetooth through the TV now. In the subwoofer system there, so that was new. He was home on Monday and fiddle farted around, and so that's my plug. So you've got lights now.
I've got enough light to see what I'm doing. Yes.
All right. So cool. And before we start all that, so stay tuned for that. He's got 100+ pieces to snap together in an hour. Let's see how he does.
Yeah, let's not do this on a clock or anything. Let's just...
Oh, okay. I'll turn that off.
No.
What were you saying before? You were saying you had Chris Ellioted under a stage.
Work.
Wait, hold on. I was going to make my obligatory Moon Knight joke about the blocky, which was, I asked you yesterday, did it come with 3 different faces and 3 different personalities? Yes. Because it'd be really funny if there was a Jake Lockley head with the plaid cap on and the beard, and could just stick on top of the Moon Knight body. But anyway, there, I've made the Moon Knight joke. So,
well, I think these parts are probably pretty interchangeable.
Okay.
And they've done a Wolverine, they've done a Captain America.
I saw Thor yesterday.
I
stopped at Walmart on my way home.
Yep, you'll see those guys there. We have a store called Vintage Stock, and that's where I got mine. Or I'm sorry. Oh wow, there are 2 face masks.
Is there one pushed up over the nose?
No. And they are not different. It looks like I got 110 pieces, I guess.
Okay. Well, what would be really cool was if one of them was a Bushmaster.
Oh, that would be badass.
Painted face on top of that.
Yes. They've missed so many marketing
Or
opportunities.
just one that he could hold in his hand, just a Bushmaster head. Or face, I guess, would be more apropos.
You know, you could probably, buy Steve Rogers and make that happen.
True.
Or Thor or whomever. That's weird. I wonder why I've got 2 face masks. And where's the top half of his hood? This will be interesting.
All right.
Now, to get ready for this, I did kind of cheat.
How so?
I bought there was a store near me that had the Spider-Man blokies.
Right.
So I bought that as a practice run.
Is it just your standard blue and red Spider-Man?
He's also in the Rivals livery. Is that the phrase?
That is correct. Nicely done. Tonight is a vocabulary, kids. There will be a quiz at the end.
There will be a quiz at the end. Huh. I really do have 2 heads. Phrasing.
You heard it, right?
Yeah, I heard it. Right as soon as it came out of my mouth.
Okay.
I know I'm joking. I do think I got an extra bag of parts.
Bonus blockies.
Bonus blockies. All right, so we've got the head, and apparently, oh wait a minute.
So how does the Spider-Man livery from Rivals differ from the classic? Because I've seen the game, the boys have played it, but I've not played it, so I've seen it in passing.
So it's still the blue and the
red,
whatever. Yeah, it's still the blue, but the spider logo is really big and jagged and kind of extends down the chest.
Okay. Which I don't necessarily hate.
No, it's not a bad look. But it's just kind of and they do make for the Gundam figures. They make stands. They're superposable, but they're the plastic is like hard model ABS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's no
wait. Hold on, are we talking about the blockies or the Gundams now?
The blockies and the Gundams.
Okay.
But yeah, they're just real kind of light, all over light. So they don't stand well. Because
I find that to be a problem with a lot of modern figures. They don't stand well.
I mean,
or maybe it's just the ones I gravitate toward. I don't know.
It could be, but I'm thinking of stuff like I was looking at the Metalman figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they solved the problem. The feet are like size 14 triple E, right? But the figures are extra kind of long.
Understanding.
Oh yeah. So that there's a little bit more foot area to balance the figures.
Sure.
And like I've got the Marvel Legends Thing, and he's got giant, Thing feet. So
right.
he's fairly stable. But when they're all roughly the same dimension, there's a weight problem that there's no weight to balance. And so
that is my always has been my major complaint with the JLU figures. I love the design except for
they're fantastic
the balancing, because they all have the same teeny tiny feet and there's no way to manipulate the hip joint in any way, so they either stand straight or they fall down. There's really no middle ground with
there's
those
no in
things.
between. Yeah.
No, and some of them have peg holes in the feet and some of them don't. So it's a hit or miss proposition finding a stand for them. So like the giant Etrigan has that problem because he is so top heavy and he has tiny little feet. He does not want to stand up unless he's on his little pedestal that he came with. So,
and I tried that, and that worked very well for me. So I've managed to get him standing, to get him balanced, and then I just left him the hell alone.
Yes. Well, then there's the Hellboy I showed a couple episodes ago, where he has the rectal probe for his stand, which works.
Oh, I have that figure. Disconcerting. It is disconcerting. We've got the cloth moon cape.
Oh, the glider cape.
The glider cape, which actually, I mean, I like the Rivals design. Big fan of the Sienkiewicz with the white and the black. I also love the Declan Schiave with the black bodysuit with like the white armor on the chest and the shoulders and stuff. That's a really classic look. The guy who's drawn it now, I'm not exactly sure what he's going for. It's really kind of more of an abstraction. And I also realized I hate the Jake Lockley Mr. Knight costume.
You don't like that one? Because I like that one.
Don't like that one.
I think
the first time I saw it, it was like, hey, that's pretty cool. But then after a while, I'm kind of like, I don't know.
I don't know. When he's like sitting in his chair, like he owns the night, with his legs crossed and his fingers steepled, I think it kind of works. But beyond that, I can see the problem as with you being the longtime Moon Knighty that you are. Moon Knighter.
Moonatic, whatever.
There you go. That's probably more accurate.
All right, success. We got his little head put together.
Congratulations.
Little is the emphasis.
It looks a little the edges of the cowl give it a look, and I haven't quite placed what is it. It's like a pincher.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like a pincher around his face.
And I think that might be just so he
yeah, it connects to the cape. I get
Yep.
So here's something we haven't really talked about because it's not necessarily on my radar right now, but
yes,
I got my Comic-Con badge today.
I got mine too.
I thought about you when I opened it and it had Star Trek on it.
I know. Especially now they've canceled all the shows.
Makes it even more. It's the Star Trek way. Cancel the shows and then merchandise the shit out of it. So that means
nobody wants the show. Nobody wants the show.
I've been, of course, looking on the SDCC unofficial blog, and I'm finding the exclusives a little wanting. What about you?
So far, yeah. I mean, I'm in the group with Eric and all those guys.
Right.
And yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just not exactly sure that it's, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. It is a month away, but
yeah,
nothing that they've shown so far has been like, oh, that is awesome.
I will ask you if time and temperature permits, that you maybe pick me up an absolute Batman pop, because I'm working on a Batman shelf and I think I need that one. But that's literally the only thing I've seen so far. And I went, oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, for a future what's on your desk, I do have a 66 Batman with the bomb.
Nice. Like this?
He's got it down low. They can't be pop figures. They're pop figures like
okay.
They're like weightlifters. Their arms
Yeah.
only go up like that.
Oh man. So what were we talking about before we came on?
We so rudely interrupted ourselves.
before I went and did all official stuff.
No, yeah, they're not. I've not seen anything great. I'm not seeing anything where it's been like, oh yeah, I've got to have that. I've got to have that.
And I saw Hallmark is not going to be there at all, which is going to leave a giant hole in the hall.
Really, Hallmark's not going to be there?
They are not attending any cons this year.
Well, yeah, they're tearing down the house to make room for the new Royal Stadium. So yeah.
I'm sorry, what now?
So Hallmark, the Royals have been wanting to build like a downtown stadium.
Sure.
And so they've settled on a location. It just happens to be the current corporate home of Hallmark, and because Hallmark has gone remote and fired everybody,
that deal could be made. Is that what you're saying?
The deal can be made. So they're going to trash the Hallmark corporate headquarters and put in a baseball. It's not quite that Joni Mitchell song that they paved paradise and put up a ballpark, but that's pretty much what they're doing.
Is that going to be anywhere near your office?
Yes, actually. Yeah, surprisingly, the way the city lays out, we just like go up just a little back road and boom, you're there.
That was like when they built, I think it's Daikon now, it used to be Minute Maid and Enron to begin with, downtown Houston for the Astros. Mm-hmm. Like I used to work, my first job in Houston was at the corner of Austin and Texas in the Great Southwest Building. And out of the window of my office, I would be able to see, I would have been able to see that stadium, but you didn't go over there after dark. It was bad. Bad, like scary, like there was a empty lot next to the office where you would pay to park for the day, and there's a hotel on that lot now. So I didn't get to see any of that, right? But it was like, oh yeah, that you did not go that far, whatever direction that is.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a part of town that's like really not blighted or anything. I mean, but yeah, and people are like, oh, we need to put it up for a public vote. And they're like, last time we did that, you guys voted against it. So no.
We're just doing it now.
Yeah, get used to it. This is where we're going. Ownership has dragged this out for like 2 years.
Which ownership, Hallmark or Royals?
Royals,
Okay.
The guy, well, I want to be a part of this, and I'm going to be a part of that, and blah, 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 blah. And just, there's never an answer. Never an answer. And it was going to, the sad part is there was 2 buildings that was going to go in, possibly go. Mm-hmm. And our company owned both of them. Yeah. So, there was always this, and of course the billionaires get richer. It's like, we're not billionaires, but thanks for playing.
I saw yesterday that the NHL is looking at Houston and Austin for expansion cities.
I saw that too.
And I'm hoping it's Austin because I could get behind a hockey team. Can't do soccer. I just can't get there. I've tried.
If
Ted Lasso's not on the air, I can't get there. So
sorry, folks. Just the rules.
It is what it is.
I just don't believe that much. So sorry, buddy.
But yeah, so I'm hopeful. And then, what kind of horrible name would they pick? Who knows? And
Do you guys still have your?
Houston's
Oh,
had a history of like failed minor league hockey, so I'm hoping maybe they just give Austin
punt
a
on
shot.
this one? Yeah.
Yeah, but of course that would also give Houston the Big Four. So
The big. Oh yeah.
so who knows?
Yep. I hope I put this together right.
I do too. I'm sure Mark does as well.
Like he's going to notice if I screw it up.
As screwed up as he is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's like no words on the instructions. It's just and
Hieroglyphics.
It is really. But I mean, it's just like building the Gundam figures. Is that you like if nobody's ever done them before, there's a picture of a part and it says, which piece spool it's on. So and then it's
Show
numbered.
off.
So you have to go and track it down. And but yeah.
So is it like Battleship on the spools? It's like A2 and you have to
yes.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. So you have to find.
I was just joking.
No,
God damn it.
So there is his chest piece. And this thing's pretty cool because it's got a shoulder joint, right? Okay. So this shoulder joint will rotate in and out, so you get a little bit more flexibility, and it's also a ball joint. So that arm is
really
gonna move. Yeah, that arm is going to move.
It's getting a lot of range of motion on that.
A lot of range of motion in that thing. All right, so let's build the belly.
Been doing that for years.
Oh man, I've been taking that stupid Mounjaro.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I've lost like 20 pounds since the beginning, 25 pounds since the beginning of the year.
I've lost 15. I don't eat anymore.
That's the problem. And I tell the doctor, it's like
I take it on Friday, so I tend to eat a lot on Thursday, which is detrimental to the weigh-in on Friday morning. So it's
okay,
counterproductive, but yeah.
I do it slightly differently than that. I take it Sunday night, so that I get a chance to kind of recover. Well, not recover. So my Mondays are terrible. I'm miserable and cranky and looking to start fights.
I don't remember seeing that in the side effect list. Belligerent and combative. I don't remember that being
belligerent and combative. It's there. Trust me, it's there. If it's not,
it's right after rectal bleeding.
Yes, right after. I hope I put that together right.
And you said you've lost how much?
Like 25 pounds since the beginning of the year.
Good for you.
Yes and no, but it's again because if you've ever been on it, you're like, I don't want to eat.
We go out to eat on the weekend. I've gotten me food for days afterwards because something I used to like scarf down. I'm like, yeah, I'm
not feeling that anymore.
Leftover enchiladas and like if I get into the chips, you may as well not bring me an entree. So I'm not going to touch it.
No, and you're probably, I'm going to say, if you got into the restaurant and you're like, oh man, I want that burger and I want that fry. I love that burger. They bring it to you and you're looking at it and it's just, and you have that Arrested Development moment. I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite things that we have a restaurant chain called Lupe Tortilla. I don't know if you'll have those up there. It started in Houston, and we have them here too. And they have the best carne asada. It's like a 10-ounce, comes on a sizzling plate. You can taste the lime juice. And I used to be able to house one of those, man. Just yeah, no problem. And including the rice and beans, it's also sizzling on the platter, right? So because they get a nice char on them. Now they bring it to me, I'm like, That's at least 3 meals because I'm going to get like 3 bites of that in, and then I'm going to have
I'm just
all
gonna
of that
stop.
left over. Yeah, I know how this is going, but that's okay because I don't mind eating that 3 times.
Yeah, I have problems choking it down. Choking down the once. It just is. I mean, like I said, they bring it out to me, and I'm just like, huh, this I fucked up. uh, Eating a lot of sushi, a lot of poke bowls, because nothing's cooked,
Right.
so it doesn't hurt.
I usually get something on because I can't give up my Coke. I need the caffeine in the morning. I refuse to drink coffee. So do that on the way out and take a protein shake for lunch. And I just drink that and not just whatever, to get me to get home. And then so
All right.
what else so Comic-Con, you're going on Wednesday for preview night, I assume?
I'm gonna go on Wednesday for preview night. Yes. Yeah. Wednesday preview night.
I saw one of is it Thrilljoy doing an event this year?
Thrilljoy is doing an event. Funko is back doing an event. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Is it
Mike
Fun
Becker.
Days? Fun Days again?
It is Fun Days, but it's going to be, I think, over there in Petco, by like the Tilted Kilt.
Okay.
So
In
I'm kind of
Petco
curious
or
to
near
see what that
Petco?
event. Crap. I think maybe in that little outfield experience kind of area,
Okay. That tracks. That
which
makes
wouldn't
sense.
be that bad. Yeah.
No, that'd be good.
Honestly, that'd be kind of fun. But yeah. So Thrilljoy is doing an event again. I think I am going to piggyback onto good guy Eric. I think he got a spare ticket because they went on sale at like Thursday at 10 o'clock,
Right.
and
Of
you're
course.
kind of like, wow. So everybody who goes doesn't have a real job.
Exactly.
Yes, attack of the whatchamacallits, the influencers. Because that was the gripe about last year. The Thrilljoy Party 1 was very disorganized.
And that's the one you went to right before Dr. Z, correct?
No, that was Dreams. That was also disorganized.
Okay. I remembered one. I remember that one being, yes. Okay.
Yeah, that one was kind of a mess. I mean, yeah. But no, the Thrilljoy Party, anyway, that was one of the gripes is that a lot of people who are winning like the super rare stuff, which was supposed to be random, was like all these guys who were live streaming the event. So there was not a lot of belief that was random.
So you're suggesting the fix was in?
I am suggesting that the fix was in fact in. I mean, they were getting like super rare junk. It was not funny. I say that I sold all my stuff the next day.
I vaguely recall that.
Yeah, I mean, I got it back to the room and I started opening it up, and I was just like, I don't want any of this. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes this year. So I think the Thrilljoy Party is Thursday, and then Funko will be Friday. So, yeah, we'll see. And then there's a good chance that, all my Thrilljoy junk would be listed sometime Friday morning. If not from the event itself. Because I think, like John, I think sold a bunch of his stuff at the event. He was just up there, posting pictures and was like, you guys think I could get like 300 for this? I was like, man, if you get 300 for that, And, so he puts it on and goes, oh, they just gave me an offer of 250, so it's gone. It's like, well, what are you going to do? Is the guy here? You're just going to walk over and hand it to him? So yes, I'm planning on, I don't know. I'll go, I'll have fun, but
I won't lie. I'm going to miss it. But the wife and I did finally get our trip planned. So it is my 30th wedding anniversary. And so she trumps Comic-Con this year for sure. So
yeah, if you know what's good for you.
I did say, oh, we're going later. I could still go to Comic-Con. And she just looked at me and went, okay. Because we're not going till like September. So, but
where are you going to go?
We're going to Italy.
Nice.
We're doing like a 9-day trip to Sorrento, Naples. We're going to get to see Vesuvius, Pisa, Pompeii. Do a pizza making thing.
Fun.
Some train travel. Swim in the Mediterranean off the Amalfi Coast. So yeah.
Damn.
Have a little fun. We haven't taken. We talked about it. I don't think we've taken an anniversary trip in a long time, so it's well overdue, and it seemed like the right time to do it. So,
no, that's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then she got to go on a business trip to Appleton, Wisconsin this week. I asked her who she pissed off.
Huh?
I asked her who she pissed off.
Appleton is not terrible. It's not great, but don't get me wrong. They got like a really nice music venue there, and they're not that far from. I didn't think they were that far from Chicago.
They're close to Green Bay.
Oh, is it close to Green Bay? Never mind.
Yeah, they're way far north. She like when I looked it up on the map the other day, like you could see Thunder Bay, Ontario without zooming out. So it's like it's near Canada.
Oh yeah. Oh well. That's nice too. All right. I got a body.
All right.
This guy's got some chunkiness to him. Because he's got all like that. He's a little thick. Thick.
What was I going to say? Oh, and then you got any plans for 4th of July?
No. Not that I am aware. Not that I've been made aware of.
It's next weekend,
Oh, you know what? I take that back. We might be going to Illinois.
What's in Illinois?
Illinois is that's where mother-in-law lives.
Oh, I thought
it's outside of St. Louis. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. And all right, cool. I'm gonna be in the radio station's float for the 4th of July parade in Wimberley on the 3rd.
Oh, fun.
And then on the 4th, we are going to spend our 4th of July in Luckenbach, Texas.
What is in Luckenbach, Texas?
Well, you know the song, right?
I do not know the song.
Oh, it's Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings song. It's this little tiny hill country town, and they have like 2 buildings, and it got made famous by a song in the 70s by Waylon and Willie, which I will put a link to in the show notes. And but they're doing a concert, Asleep at the Wheel, Bob Wills Playboy Band, headlined by Robert Earl Keen. So I think that'll be a really cool way to spend our 4th of July.
Nice.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day. I remember the bicentennial. We were, of course, in Mississippi at my uncle's house, which, I remember sitting in the den watching the New York thing going, that looks like a lot more fun than what we're doing here.
Oh my God. I don't know what started it, but we started doing fireworks horror stories.
Let's play this because I got a couple, and there's one that you're involved in. So go ahead. Do this.
Yeah, that game went horribly awry because we're all talking about stuff that we did when we were younger, It's like, oh, we'd go over to this place and buy fireworks, and then we would do this and do that. And oh my God, yeah, it was bad. Dave, the safety guy, is talking about
How
blowing
he's Wilson
stuff up.
finger.
Yeah. I used to work with a guy who we'd start telling stories like that. And he'd be like, you know how you make napalm? And you're like, what? No, I don't know how you make napalm.
Gas and Vaseline, isn't it?
Gasoline and styrofoam.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, he's talking about how he and a couple of years after we got out the service, we had this big empty field and we would make all this napalm, homemade napalm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nothing can go wrong with this story.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it was, and I think then the young people in the crowd were kind of like, wait, you guys really did this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am, as you know, an amateur pyromaniac, right? And,
yes. Are we all?
And at some point, I became the supervisory cousin on the Mississippi fireworks. Who thought that was a good idea? Because I'm like teaching my little cousins how to wait till the fuse gets done and then throw the jumping jack. Don't sit it down. Yeah, no, who said put Bruce in charge of things that light up and blow up? Yeah, I don't know. These are the same adults who decided it was a good idea to leave me alone in the shop with the giant metal gas heater that would heat up an entire uninsulated room and see what I could melt in that shit. Now, do you remember one year it must have been Christmas holiday time. You were home and we were shooting fireworks on your street.
Yes.
And we, of course, did stupid shit and started
the fireworks war with the kid next door.
No, we started attaching like G.I. Joe figures to bottle rockets to see if the parts would shower down when it blew up. And I had something.
A valid experiment.
It is. Experiment. I'm sure someone ended up with a snake eyes leg in their backyard. We just didn't find it. But I had this rubber guy, and I decided it would be fun to like put the bottle rocket through his torso, and I started cutting it, and I sliced my finger open.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. You passed out.
And then because I can't stand the sight of my own blood, I promptly passed out in your hall bathroom.
And we're like, Stacy's like, what happened to him? Is he,
I just can't stand to see my own blood. Did it blow up good?
I don't remember if it blew up good or not.
I don't either. Here's my favorite one. Well, that was a good one, but when I was, I don't know, I was probably late college one year. And you may remember Andrew Artigue. Do you remember Andrew Artigue at all? I don't know. If you don't, fine. His parents always had a New Year's Eve party, which we were always welcome at, and we were allowed to drink at, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, one year, it was me and Matt and Andrew and Kelly Brown and Richie Mayer were at the party, and we decided we wanted to do some fireworks. So we all load up in somebody's car, and we go to one of the fireworks stands on Johnston Street.
Okay.
And we're going through picking up stuff, and Matt and Richie and I all had on trench coats. And we're just shoving stuff into the pockets. And Kelly knew somebody who was working there who just kind of gave us a nod and told us to go on about our business. So we had loaded down 3 trench coats full of whatever we could stuff into it. And we had taken a bottle of champagne for each of us from Andrew's parents' party. We went to Kelly's house, which was down the street, at the end of the street where my apartment was. So we went out away from the city and proceeded to drink and shoot off fireworks. And
blowed up real good.
I don't necessarily remember, but I clearly held onto a bottle rocket for too long. Because when I had to go to work the next day, I had a burn going to, I kid you not, it started like here. It went, look, it started here. It just went down my arm. It had clearly started shooting off and I couldn't feel it. And it just had a launch burn on my arm. Oh, Jesus. Good plan. No one lost an eye or a finger. That's all that matters.
That's a plus.
Yes. But my cousin Ben, who is in his 40s now, still remembers me being in charge of fireworks when he was a small child, because I'm 12 years older than him. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know how my mother, your father, and your mother decided this was a good idea to send, because if I was 18, you were 6. So, I mean, if I was 20, you were 8. It's like, and it was because there's a church next to my uncle's house. And so you have this like big front lawn in front of the church. So that was where we always shot off fireworks, was in front of the church, because you just went through the hedges and you were in this big empty space. Okay. Yeah.
We're going to blow shit up real good.
Real good. It's the Mississippi way.
Yeah. No, we were talking about, telling Dave about how, we were like taking fireworks apart and putting them back together. And it was trial and error, and it was not good trial and error, because we were just like, okay, let's take some more apart, and now we'll shoot them this way. Then we'll do this. Oh, we need to pack them tighter, and let's wrap it all in duct tape. That'll work. Yeah, great idea, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like when I think I've told this story before, but when I lived in Lake Charles, my friend Jeff, who lived across the street, and I decided one weekend we were going to make a bomb. Didn't know what we were doing, but we knew my dad had a lot of stuff in his shed that said flammable. we got a Ziploc bag, which I don't know how it didn't melt, but we just started dumping flammable shit into it. And then I took a piece of like cotton string and dumped it down in the thing and sealed it up. And we went down to the dirt road, which is where they were building the new part of the neighborhood, and lit it up. And it didn't blow up, but it burned for a long time. And there was a stain in the middle of that newly poured concrete that was there until I left. Probably not there anymore, because I left in 80, but when I left, it had been at least 18 months, and it was still, that burn mark was still in the middle of that concrete. Oh. Yes, yeah.
Fun time. That's one of those. It just feels like, it's like, okay, that's great. You've built an entire civilization in Minecraft. Congrats.
Go the fuck outside.
I built a dam. I committed acts of major vandalism. What are you doing? Are you even trying to have a childhood? I don't understand.
Right? We would go camping, and I would strap on the 7-inch blade knife my dad had given me, and the hatchet on the other hip, and go off into the damn woods for 8 hours. And like, no one cared.
No, nobody cared. Absolutely. And we were just out there. I mean, we lived around construction sites, and we would just, go to town. We built a fort in the backyard out of construction scraps, right? And we lined the inside of it. We put cedar shingles on the outside and the inside, because we had to cover up the dams when we put it on the outside. So we put it on the inside, so it was now double-sided.
That's
and every construction lesson, if you want to call it that, was like, you walked around the construction site, you saw how they framed it out, and then we tried to match it, and man, when it came time to tear that down, it did not come down. You did good work, is what you're saying. Yes, we did very good work. We did amazing work.
I remember one time and I would take Dava, and we had family friends that we went camping with. And so it was me and Dava, and then they had 2 kids that were younger than Dava. The 4 of us would just be out in the woods like all day. And somehow, again, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
And like, I might have weighed 60 pounds soaking wet with my giant glasses on. I mean, if I lose those, we're all screwed, right? But I remember we were out like toward the end of the day, and we had foraged into a part of the woods we had never gone into before. And all I remember is this giant black snake slithering across in front of us. And we came up over this ridge and we thought we had discovered a lost civilization, right? Because it was just like this, like you came over the ridge and there was just like cutout and all this stuff in it. It was the dump, but we'd come up from the backside of the dump. We didn't know that's how far into the woods we were. And we found this place. And my dad's like, it's the dump, boy. Thanks, Dad. Can you humor me for a minute?
Dad, I'm an explorer. I'm the next Vago da Gama or Vaca da Gama or whoever.
Vasco da Gama.
There we go.
Vasco da Gama. Da Gasco.
Vasco da Gasco.
Vasco da Gasco.
Vasco da Gasco. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Big Dave wasn't putting up with my bullshit.
You left me in charge, Dave. Sorry, buddy.
This is what I found. It's El Dorado, man.
It's the city of gold. Look at all this great stuff.
And then it was like, don't go back there again. I don't need you falling down into the dump. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That's a fair point, Dad.
I can appreciate that. I don't want to fall down into the dump either, because at the end of the day, I'm still a city boy.
Yeah, not exactly. Man, this one is not as well engineered as the Spider-Man.
Oh, really? Well, that's
yeah, the joints are a little. I mean, or maybe I'm just being super not good.
Being super not good.
Being super like, I don't know, lazy with the build, not pressing things together hard enough.
You're on a clock, so you can go back and tighten it up later. I am on a
clock.
You're not responding well to pressure. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, there's no pressure. It's
right.
Like some of the parts don't fit. Like the Spider-Man build was a very quick build, and I thought everything fit together very well. And this guy, I think there's too many like extra parts, not extra parts, like extra details that.
Right. All the little armor pieces.
Yes. Yes, all the little armor pieces, definitely. And, because this armor is so chunky, it's kind of hard to know if I've put it together right.
All right, I have a funny thing that I popped into my head the other day, just completely randomly, and you'll appreciate this. And it's ironic because it circles back to Andrew Artigue again. He was the photographer for the Rampage for a while, and Arthur was the yearbook photographer, so they were kind of parallel courses there. And I don't know about that, but Andrew started calling Arthur Art, and
that's not gonna fly.
Well, that's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, I don't know why it popped into my head, but I'm like, you can tell Arthur was trying to wrap his head around it, and he couldn't decide if he offended him or if he thought it was cool, and it just no one had never done it before, right? You could see that look in his eyes, like, I could be Art.
I could be.
That
Art.
Wouldn't be so bad, would it? It didn't stick, but he always called him Art, and it was always that look of which way is this going to go. I don't know why that popped in my head.
Wait a minute. You're going to get a laugh. You're going to get a pile drive.
Oh, the pile drivers were just for you. I mean, he didn't pile drive me for stealing his broad, so you're the only one who ever got pile driven.
That's not fair.
Why you got pile driven?
Oh, because he had that little like Nerf gun thing, and we were shooting it, and he said, "Don't do that anymore." And like we fired it off and shot him again.
Just one more time.
Yeah, just the usual.
One more step over the line.
Yeah, exactly. I'm already on this side of the line. Why not just keep walking?
Exactly.
Is it really going to hurt anything?
Depends on how you feel about pile drivers, I suppose.
Maybe so. Oh man, I had an email war with a coworker last week, and they said, "Yeah, man, you were really mad. I thought you were going to go down there and punch him." I was like, "No, I wasn't going to do that at all." And they're like, "Wow, I really thought you were." I go, "What I was going to do," is I was going to push him through the wall.
You tell me the walls are thin.
And they go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "I was going to grab him and slam him against the wall, and once the drywall broke, I was then going to proceed to push him through to the other side." And, you know, and everybody's like, "Ha, ha, 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 ha." I'm like, "Sure, go ahead, laugh."
Is it the metal studs between the sheetrock?
Yeah, he might have gotten cut up a little bit, but he was definitely gonna eat drywall. All right.
That's funny.
So yeah. Ooh. I may not get an onk on his chest. Oh, can you see him on the sprawl?
Oh,
The
yes, I
little
see the
stand-up
onk.
onk. Yeah,
Is that like a Count Floyd thing? Ooh,
ooh, yeah, it's 3D House of Moon Knight.
3 of onk.
3D House of Onk.
I was gonna say, oh, Frank Miller is doing a speaking engagement here in the middle of July.
Oh,
with Robert Rodriguez hosting it. I'm like really thinking about going. I don't know if he's signing anything, but I could stick that Dark Knight in my bag and take it with me.
I think it might be kind of fun to see if he is the he's another one of those guys who seems to have like gotten older and just I revolutionized comics, and it's like, yeah, but what have you done for me lately, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
He's not taking that pressure well, it feels like.
Okay, so I've clearly missed something because I saw this whole hullabaloo this week about John Byrne. What did it just like old man get off my lawn stuff, or did he do something specific? Do you know?
Yeah, so I guess he so I guess a couple years ago he just started drawing X-Men stories, right? And he has apparently gotten like 31 episodes or issues of, just new X-Men stories that I think kind of maybe follow the Phoenix saga. I'm not sure the timeline of them. And so I think Marvel worked with him to publish them. And, there are people who are crying foul because, yeah, he's an old guy, which means he's probably said some stupid and offensive shit about trans people.
Probably.
And so the trans community doesn't want him to,
ever work again.
Yeah, something like that. And so I think there's some of that kind of stuff going on. But it is kind of exciting to see. But I mean, he hasn't like published anything. I read somewhere from one of the articles that like he hasn't really done anything for like the last 13, 14 years,
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually saw the first one of those collections when I went to look to see what was new on Hoopla, the library app. Then I get it's on there, so I'll be reading that next week. As soon as I get some borrows in July, it's on my list. I just figured he probably had. Yeah, I figured it was something like get off my lawn kind of situation. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's not quite get off my lawn, but it's just like, I wrote them and then they're going to publish them, and I'm not going to apologize for anything I may have said in the past. And so you have one group who's very excited that he is doing new work, and the books are selling super, super well. So like they sold 40,000 copies of the first collection or whatever, and yeah, and then of course he was, I don't know,
he said mean things.
Stuff. He said mean things in an interview 10 years ago and never apologized for them because that's how his generation is.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't get behind. Everybody has to live their lives by these standards of today. If I mean, there's got to be some grace somewhere, right? I mean, if it's like, I understand some rehabilitation or some adjustment should probably be made, but if an old guy says an old guy thing,
it is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's tough because we do have somebody at work who's very much, we joke about who's going to get turned into HR this week type of thing with this person. It's like, well, it's your turn. I've already been in twice, so I'm good.
I was listening to this podcast a while back called 52 Pickup, and they were doing there was a reread review of 52 by DC, the one they did like 20 years ago ish.
Yeah.
There was a new comic every week. It was 55 episodes or something, but it was done by a couple of millennials. And so everything had to be filtered through gender politics and I'm like, it's just a fucking comic book. It doesn't always have to be. I mean, yes, they introduced Batwoman who's queer and Renee Montoya is queer. I'm so happy for you. But like everything isn't, you can't judge the work of someone from 20 years ago through the prism of today. You just can't. Right. I'm sorry it upsets your sensibility.
You can, yeah, it's tough. I mean, no, it is tough because, I always find it amusing when it's like they could never make that show ever again, like not Sanford, but like All in the Family. You can never make All in the Family today. And you're kind of like going, that was the best. That was like the number one show on television for years,
Yeah.
I mean, and they said horrible stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be difficult, but I think if it was as well made as that was, and
it'd be a different story.
As socially conscious, that was always the thing about All in the Family was they said horrible things, but there was a point behind it. They weren't just saying horrible things to say horrible things. Archie did learn incrementally over the years.
Yes.
It was small. It wasn't like one episode and he was a changed guy. I mean, it wasn't until Mike and Gloria left that he acknowledged that he cared about Mike, and that had been 10 years. I mean, and like, that show shouldn't be used as the measuring stick for what you can't do. It should be the measuring stick for what you can do.
Yes. And, I agree.
Because it was well made, well thought out. And they were, honestly, people talked and thought like that. I had people that thought like that in my family. So it was not hard for me to envision it. And there are still people that think like that, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. So if you could find the right people to live in those roles, you could do it. It would be extremely hard to do. It would be extremely hard to get advertisers. It would almost have to be a streaming show.
Oh, yeah.
Because no one's going to advertise. It's not going to be on Prime. It's not going to be on network television, but I don't think that matters anymore. Because I don't think I watch anything on network television anymore.
There's just nothing there.
Unless it's got, initials or cities.
Yeah, buddy. Yes. I think one of the most amusing a post I saw online was just like CBS's new lineup, and it was all CSI, Horseman, Horse Show, show about, and it was just kind of like
The Further Adventures of Pot Dad, Sheriff County,
Fire County, Pot Dad County,
Water County. There's
Water County,
Coast Guard County.
Yeah, it's just this endless stream of dreck.
Yeah, I mean, I have never watched an episode of a CSI ever. I don't know if I should be proud of that or not, but I kind of hang a hat on that.
I don't think you've missed much. I mean, it's the same show,
and
week in and week out.
I mean, I will admit to a fondness for the Law and Orders, because
Chum.
exactly. If I ever do a new intro for us, it's going to have that in it, by the way.
Chum.
These are their stories. If I could isolate that clip, because that kind of is what this is. These are their stories.
Watch at your own risk. Ah, God damn it.
Are you going to see Supergirl this weekend?
I would say probably not, and it has nothing to do with like not wanting to see it.
Because you're a sexist pig?
Very much so. I've been really, I'm down in the basement a lot, and I've just developed all these opinions.
Are you on 4chan a lot?
Yeah. I mean,
deep dark parts of Reddit.
The deep dark parts of Reddit. Yes, 100%. I'm all about the Reddit. Yeah.
I got a Father's Day do-over because Laura was packing for her trip all day Sunday, so I was like, I don't care. I was just curled up in the fetal position all day Friday, so that I was able to move around on Sunday and do anything was nice.
It's kind of liberating.
Jack and I went to see Obsession, which is really good, and has stuck with me more than I anticipated it would.
Okay.
It's like I saw somewhere they spent $700,000 on that movie, and it's made 400 times that at the theaters.
Which one is it?
That's the one where the kid makes the wish, and it's the full monkey paw situation.
Oh, who doesn't love a good monkey paw story?
It's not necessarily gory. It's more psychological horror. There's one particularly gory scene, but it's just some brutal psychological horror. So I don't know if that's something you're into. You think I would know that by now, as long as we've known each other. But anyway, that's a fun one. Your daughter's probably seen it.
Oh, is it? She saw the one with the psycho teacher. God, I don't remember the name, but man, it jacked her up. It's like the lady was psychic, and she made the children kill for her. And
Weapons.
Yes.
Weapons. Yes. I haven't seen that one. No, the boys haven't seen that one. I was surprised because I asked the other day. They tend to like horror movies more than I do. And then of course I got invited to go see Jackass tomorrow night. I'm like, I've seen a Jackass movie. I'm good.
They've made a new one, or the last
There's
one?
This is apparently the last one for now.
Until Steve-O needs money.
or Bam needs to get bailed out of a Mexican prison. Yeah. But I'm just like, I've seen a Jackass movie. I think I'm good.
Because once you've seen one,
somebody's gonna get punched in the dick. There'll be feces at some point, and yeah, and there'll be some sort of wild animal prank. I'm good. How's it going?
I think we've hit a snag. If you see me biting this, it's because I can't find anything to pry it apart.
All right.
So here's where we are actually in the build.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Onks on his knees.
I like the onk knee pads. I think those are kind of a nice touch.
Reminds me of on the DC Unlimited game. There's a costume set that's like, I don't know which one it is, but there's one that's got the like really tall boots that have like a moon kind of right there, and they look really cool when you put them on somebody, especially if you make them like bright white. That moon on the knee, just like a dark costume behind it, and knee pops. Hey kids, he's well, why don't we do this while you're working? Why don't I do my what's on my desk?
Yes, let's do that because
Mhm.
I think we're going to have a moment where I lose my shit.
Okay. Well, um I have a fun piece for what's on my desk this week, and I'll show it to you, then we can talk about it. So here's my what's on my desk.
Oh,
It's Detective Chimp.
that's it. There we go.
And
I
this is
mean,
interesting to me because he was the in one of the McFarlane sets they did Zatanna,
oh, is he a
and
side piece, right?
he's the he's the Tana side piece. She's a freak that way. Um,
I don't think I said that right. Sorry.
I don't know. We don't know all the ins and outs. Yeah, instead of a build a figure piece, they put a whole Detective
Monkey?
Chimp in there. Yes, there's a whole monkey. You have to get all the monkey pieces. You got the monkey. I didn't want the Zatanna, so I bought this guy off of eBay. He's a lovely addition to my monkey collection. And I was thinking about it, and that's a really cool idea that they should do more of, is like smaller figures or something like that. Like, I don't know if there's more monkeys, but there has to be, like, Gleek. You could put a Gleek in with somebody.
Yes. Yes, you could.
But he doesn't come with the accessory, but if you look at his hand there, it's posed so that you could put a magnifying glass in his hand. If you could find an appropriately scaled magnifying glass, which I think I need to do, so that my Detective Chimp has a magnifying glass. So
Where do you find
I don't know. I'm guessing eBay or
magnifying
Etsy.
glass? Etsy, yeah. That feels like an Etsy thing.
Yeah, I need a Detective Chimp scale magnifying glass.
You have called the right people, my friend.
Let's etch that shit up. So yeah, that's all I have is that. But I thought it was a good one.
I think I've jacked some things up. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, did I? Oh, well, who knows?
Have you seen Man on Fire on Netflix?
No, I don't think I have.
It's actually
Which one
quite
is
good.
that?
It's it's a series based on the book that the Denzel Washington movie was made based
Was
on.
based on?
And there was
Okay.
apparently another version earlier where Scott Glenn played the character. So this is the third iteration of the Creasy character in Man on Fire. I'm almost done with the book, and none of them have anything that even remotely resembles the book. There, I said that. But it's, what is it, 8 episodes, 7 episodes, and it's the lead is the guy who was Wonder Man.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's really good. Like, it takes place in Rio, so we get a lot of favela work and lots of torture sequences as he tries to get the information about the people who blew up his friends, and I quite enjoyed it. So you need something to watch. It's not a huge commitment, and yeah.
I've put this on backwards. Damn it.
So now he's Noom Knight.
Yes, he is now. Boy, these parts do stick together.
They're not supposed to be removed. Is that what you're saying?
Apparently not. No. Okay, there we go. Now we've got holes in the arms on the right side. The bit. Okay, there we go. Now we got some progress here. The parts that are like painted
Mm-hmm.
are not are not numbered. So you're kind of like,
Gotcha. So the
righty tighty.
pictogram's not so helpful. Now is it the white that's painted or the black that's painted?
No, they're black as cast. There's like some straps on his costume. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I'll put this together and the arms won't quite work. I don't know. I mean, there is, oh wow, he's got little bow staffs. That's kind of fun. 7. Yeah, yeah. And again, this is just biding time until.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else to talk about.
Yeah. No. I'm saying that, this is just like biding time until the
action figure comes out.
Until the Marvel Legends figure, because then you don't have to build that one. It comes assembled.
You have to deconstruct the box and all the zip ties that hold it in place. But
yeah, navigate that one. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this guy's got like, fuck.
There's a quote. Jesus Christ, this guy's got fuck.
Yes.
I saw a clip sometime this week, and it was the Dr. Z show, and he had Bill Hader and Patton Oswalt on, and he was killing them both. Hader was doubled over and fell off the couch.
I saw that.
And Patton kept covering his face because he was laughing so hard. It's such a good bit. I'm glad we did that last year.
That was fun. Nobody understood why I was going. It's like, yeah, because it's going to be fun. That's why.
Because it's fun and different.
Yeah, there were people when I left the party, because I left the Dreams party.
Yeah.
They were like, why are you leaving? I was like, I got to go see Dr. Z. And they're like, who? I'm like, it's Dr. Zaius. What? It's like, don't worry about it. Yeah. It's what's his face in
Dana Gould.
Dana Gould in a Dr. Zaius costume that God knows where he found that.
I'm hoping he had it commissioned and it's not been in mothballs for 40 years, but who knows?
I did the story. Yeah. I went on the auction and I got this piece. It's awesome.
There's a collectible show in town this weekend, so I think I'm gonna go check that out because I'm always on the lookout for that, Mego Dr. Zaius at
a reasonable price.
not an obscene price. How about that?
Okay, we'll go with that. Because honestly, yeah, there's
I have to be realistic about, my expectation level.
Yes. I did tell you that I was like, I went to a couple of these, I went to a couple of card shows recently. And that feeling you had like, when Funko was in trouble because like every booth had, a shit ton of Funko stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about like everything, like one of them had like almost 1,000 vendors, right? Which is too many.
All Pokemon?
No, about 90% were all Pokemon.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like 90 and
that's too much.
It is too much. And like none of it was like, it was all modern. It was all like you could go, every booth was like the same inserts, the same, you didn't really come across a whole lot of people who had different, unique stuff.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there going, oh, this would be great. I am collecting those stupid Japanese shinies after you, Frank, and everybody I know is like, you're going to do it. No, I'm not. You're going to do it. No, I'm not.
That's,
what are you
we
doing?
know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Whatever. Fuck you. Bite me.
I don't take that personally at all, actually. I take that as a badge of honor.
No, and it's like everybody. I mean, Frank on down, all of them are just like, "You're going to do it." No, I'm not. You're doing it, aren't you? Shut up.
Fuck off. Fuck all the way off.
Yeah. So yeah. But um, I did not. I mean, I went to vendor after vendor, and it was like, "What are you looking for?" I'm looking for Japanese. They're like, "Oh, Japanese doesn't sell." I'm like, "Oh, wasn't the question." um,
Okay, what does that mean? Japanese release cards that aren't U.S. domestic? Is that what it is?
yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
Japanese, the
Okay.
ones that, which honestly is not always for the worst, because like you can find an American card and go, I am not spending $30 for that. And then you can find the Japanese version and go, but I will 100% spend $10 for that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so, it's like I'm asking if they've got Japanese cards and they're looking at me like I'm asking in Japanese. You know, it's just one of those things. It's like, it's not a bad, I mean, the game is fucking Japanese, all right?
Right? It's
This
not like
really shouldn't be that hard to find.
well, yeah, that's
But yeah, I came away feeling, like you kind of felt maybe, after that one show and you're like, I don't know, I think they're in trouble. Why do you think they're in trouble? It's like, because all I see are, um,
yeah.
row after row after of whatchamacallits, of, you know,
Yeah, it was an over saturation and then people are stuck with stock. That's it's what it is.
yeah.
And
And
it is and always will be a collector's market, and that can only sustain itself for so long.
there
We as
comes
a
a point,
if we as a geek community could learn that lesson,
which I don't understand why
we
we
didn't
can't.
learn it in the 90s after the comic book glut, which is when it
Yeah.
should have
Oh,
really
I've got to
sunk
have
in.
100 copies of the Death of Superman,
Yeah, and I'm not going
and
to
I'm
open
going to
any of them or
retire.
read them. Beanie Babies, uh, stolen moments, whatever the fuck those things are.
Precious moments, maybe.
That's the one. Yes. I mean, now one of my favorite things on the internet is when people find those in a thrift shop and then repaint them. I saw somebody repaint one as Jay and Silent Bob, and it was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yes, like it was like one of them was holding the other one up, and it was like they painted the one doing the holding as Silent Bob, holding up Jay. It was great.
Okay. I think I figured out the one arm.
Okay. Wow.
Now
That's quite a
these are
gauntlet.
these are kind of cool because like the shoulder pad
Mm-hmm.
is hinged that you can kind of rotate it up
Ah,
out of the way so you get a little bit bigger, a little bit better range of motion.
interesting.
I still feel like I built something backwards, but anyway, he's getting there.
Yep.
We're at the 1 hour and 20-minute mark. I
Yeah.
honestly thought I could do this faster. And I will say this:
if I hadn't been making you participate in the podcast, you could have. But yes, I've been a distraction.
oh no, not just you, not just you. I'm thinking the whole thing where I had to take half the arm apart because I put it together wrong.
I was willing to take the heat.
That was 100% me.
I was telling Laura the other day I was looking for something. I don't know what I was looking for, and I remembered that the Urban Aztec guy told us last year that he was doing that special uniform for the Giants.
And he did, and it is badass.
I haven't been able to. Is it out somewhere? I didn't find it the other night when I did a brief search.
It is out there. They are wearing them.
Oh,
Los Gigantes are, yeah, it's.
I'm looking now.
No, they look badass. I thought it was funny when he was telling us about all the layers of approvals he had to go through.
Yeah. Oh wow. Shit, that is good looking.
Yeah, you found it?
Oh shit, yeah. Where can I buy some of this shit? Huh?
No kidding, right? I mean,
oh, I love the SF, the Quetzalcoatl SF. That is amazing.
were you there when he was talking about that?
Yes. Yeah. You had to get like Giants approval and MLB approval.
MLB approval, Fan Homes approval, or not Fan Home, but
Fanatics.
Fanatics approval. Yeah, all of that stuff. And did you hear him tell the story about the hat? Because he asked me, I don't know if you were there. He said, "What do you think of the hat, bro?" I was like, "That hat is badass, man." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I had it designed different." And I went in there and they're like, "Oh, they're not going to like that." He goes, "So I had to change the design of the SF." He goes, "Before I went into the meeting, I'm out there like sketching away and trying to change all this shit." And so,
there's a hoodie with the Quetzalcoatl SF on the left front, and then the Gigantes crest on the back. Oh, that's good looking. Oh, daddy like. All right. Sorry, I got distracted. Shiny objects.
No. I'm kind of curious because he's teased about doing some kind of coin with the Mint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm kind of wondering if the Mint's going to do that, because it's like, oh no, we're going to celebrate Hispanic voices.
Well, there's that.
There's that. And then just the general fuckery of, the government doing something cool and like changing their mind at the last moment.
Right.
So, crap.
Did you do something wrong again?
I did. Same thing I did on the other one. I put the piece on backwards. So anyway. I did this with one of the Gundam models.
Mm-hmm.
I had to wait a month and a half to finish it. There was a guy who sold replacement parts.
Oh, God.
And what he does is he just buys kits and parts them out,
Mm-hmm.
And so his supply chain was all jacked up. So I had to wait for him to get his stuff together so that I could get the replacement parts. So for like a month and a half, my little piece was built in two parts because it was the hip piece.
Oh, the connector?
The connector for the hips, and I'd broken part of it, so nothing went. Oh, good. I can reach them by doing this. That, my friends, is scintillating. Scintillating.
Is that a Sylvester Kansas State t-shirt you're wearing?
It's the old style Willie. Yes. The old style Willie.
Who doesn't like an old style Willie?
Exactly. It's kind of funny because, the guys who play Willie, who'll do the dress up, not to belittle what they do, right? But the guys who do Willie, they're part of the cheerleading squad,
right?
And so, I think the kind of the fun thing for them to do is figure out which one of them is it. And so they've got nicknames for the different Willies. There's football Willie, and then the basketball season one is Thick
I'm sorry,
Willie.
I'm gonna need a minute. They've got a name for all the different Willies.
They've got a name for all the different Willie. Yeah.
I bet they do. All right, go ahead.
But
I won't be 12 for a minute. Go ahead.
No, yeah, but there's skinny. There's like a skinny Willie, and they pretty much know who that one is. And then there's Thick Willie. And the dude he's a chunky guy. And it's just kind of funny because if you go to the football games, you see one type of Willie. And then you go to the basketball games, and that's where Thick Willie does his
I
thing.
bet. You're killing me over here.
You're killing me, Smalls. But yeah. So it's one of those makes you a proud papa. It's like, oh, that's great. My daughter knows who the Thick Willie is. I'm gonna go pretend I've not heard any of this conversation.
I can bleach my mind.
Exactly.
Oh dear God.
Yep. And I will say this: I should have reached over on that table last time I put the part on wrong because that was way easier to fix.
Well, you can't do everything all at once. You wouldn't get to do that elaborate stretch.
Show off my Willie. Yes.
I think we should be concerned that your Willie's purple, but
I've seen a doctor. It's okay.
Okay, as long as you've been cleared.
As long as I've got some medical help.
Oh my!
I'm really concerned. I've got like 4 extra parts here. And I'm kind of wondering if I have forgotten to put something together. I don't seem to be missing anything. Yikes. Yeah. Then we've got Goats games this weekend.
And your daughter is part of the dance troupe, right?
Yes. And I will say, if you've never gone to a arena football league arena game, you really should. I think everybody should. It is a fun brand of football. Excuse me. It's just a fun brand of football,
Houston had a team in the dark days between the Oilers and the Texans, and I never got to a game. I did at one point. They made a PlayStation 2 arena football game, which was one of my all-time favorite games to play because you couldn't run the ball.
No,
I'm flinging.
Have rules against that. It's kind of weird.
I'm just slinging, man. It was a lot of fun to play. There was no elaborate play calling. It was just line up 4 guys and fling it.
And that is pretty much how the actual game is played. But I'm looking forward to it because there is a speakeasy in St. Joe, Missouri that sells like all these. They have an absinthe drink. I'm trying it next time. So I'm very much looking forward to this weekend simply so I can have absinthe and say that, that I've had absinthe and go Goats.
Go Goats.
Go Goats. Okay, I've got 4 extra pieces and I do not know what they go to. And I don't see them.
Are they ankh shaped?
They are not ankh shaped. They are just. Oh, by the way, that's where we are right now.
All right.
Yeah. And unlike Spider-Man, this one stands on his own. Stands pretty good.
He's got some thickness to him.
It's Moon Thick Night. I feel like I have a lot of extra parts.
All right. Well, you just snap his head and cape on.
And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you can fine tune it and then show it to us next time. But let's put a head on it and call it a night.
Yes,
I can only vamp for so long.
All right, I will put the I will put the head on it without the hood.
Okay.
But that is him.
iRobot.
It is very iRobot-ish. So how does the cape go on? Oh shit! It goes on like a Lego cape. I'm not sure I'm up for that.
All right, you can show us the rest next time.
Yes, I'll
That
put
way
on the
you'll-
hooded head. Here we'll just do this. And that's how it looks, very Taskmaster.
That's what I had earlier. Yes.
Yes, he does look very, very Taskmastery.
So now I need him to make a Taskmaster one of those. That's what we need.
Huh?
We need
Yes.
a Taskmaster. Lots of orange and blues to go with the whites.
Yes, yes.
The
yes.
reds and the pinks.
Yeah, I got to snap his little hands on. Maybe we'll snap on. I don't know. Okay, that's hurting my fingers. I'm not doing that. Anyway, here
All
he
right.
is. There he
I
is.
think that's gonna do it.
That's
We were
right.
so close. We made a valiant effort, and by we I mean you.
By me,
That's going to do it for episode 105 of Slurp Toast the podcast. If we don't talk to you before then, everyone have a wonderful 4th of July as we celebrate the 250th and perhaps
Now we got
final
hands.
anniversary of our country.
there we go. The
oh.
giant ass.
Okay,
We can do
crescent
the
darts, crescent
crescent
boomerang,
somethings.
crescents of death. What is that? And until then, I'm still Bruce.
I'm still Mark Spector, Jake Lockley, and Stephen Grant.
And Joe Boucher.
Trebuchet.